Hey, welcome back to the channel, and thank you so much for all of your support. Today I am working on the 36 Pontiac two-door sedan. As you've seen in some of the other videos, I've done some different things to it. I've been working on getting the body panels worked out, metal finished, and I've worked my way around. Kind of got tired of that for a minute, so today we are going to install the body and the chassis on my chassis table or frame table. This is where I'll end up building the chassis for the car. We got it at ride height, what I would like to think is going to be the actual ride height. It's about 7 inches from the frame table to the bottom of the frame in the back, and about 5.5 inches up front. Now this car is going to be on air ride, so it'll be able to be adjusted, but you still have to have some type of a ride height perimeter when you're building the chassis. Now this chassis, I'm going to weld this chassis, weld some brackets to the chassis and weld it to the chassis table, and keep it at this ride height when I'm doing all of my work. The body will be off of the car. It'll have the 4-link and everything up underneath it, and then we'll move on from there. So let me show you back here in the back. I use some landscaping timbers, the 6x6s, which are like 5.5 inches, and then 1.25 inch boards on top of that to space it out about where I'd want it to be. I've had it higher and I've had it lower, and I think this is where it's gonna be. And you can see where I've measured the center line of the original rear axle. But what I'll end up doing is centering that axle and the fender, and it looks pretty close, but I'll do measurements and see, because I want the center of the wheel to be in the center of the wheel opening to maximize the tire width and height that I can have back here. So let's go around the front. Here we go up front. It's already had a Mustang 2 put underneath it at some point in the past. And we're gonna go through all of that and make sure all the welds are good. Got to make some adjustments. Got to move it just a little bit to get it centered in the wheel well, and then we'll re-weld all the cross membrane stuff in. And the original, or the owner, originally had a shop put an LS motor in it with a stock firewall, and there's some clearance issues. It's pretty tight in some spots. We're gonna go back through there and check all of that out and see if we can't keep it in that same spot. But we'll tackle all of that as soon as we can. Now you can see this plate right here. This is from a 36 Ford that I did on this frame table last, and this car is gonna be a couple inches taller ride height in the front than that car was. Got the ride height all set, got the landscaping 6x6 timbers out of the way, and got a good little rake going to it, and got the ride height set on how the chassis will ride. Remember, this platform right here will be at ride height, so it's gonna be pretty low. And now what I'll do, I'll take this spring out and go ahead and build my platform across here with my steel that I usually do, and get these spindles at ride height. And then we'll attempt to get the 4-link set up under the back, mocked up, and then we'll take this body off, and then we'll build a chassis, completely redo this chassis using the original frame rails, but all new boxing center section, weld up all the holes that we don't need. And it'll be pretty nice. Thanks again for watching. Please share, like, and subscribe. Help us, support us, and you'll keep seeing this what's going on in the garage kind of blog, and the DIY, helping you do it yourself. Save some money, do it yourself. Thanks again.